Hey everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to make the Vietnamese crepes or bánh xèo. You need bánh xèo flour mixture, pork belly, sweet onions, mung beans with no skin or peel skin, and other ingredients that you'll see. So now first I'm going to try to boil the mung bean by adding water to cover the beans slightly above it. So you want to close it to simmer it on medium-low heat for about 10 minutes. Keep checking back to see water absorption. Once it's done, all the water should be absorbed, leaving a dry flaky consistency, similar to this. And you should not see any liquid left over. So now I'm going to prepare the shrimps by washing it lightly with cold water about 2 to 3 times and set it aside. So now moving on to the pork belly portion. Here I'm just slicing the skin off the pork belly. So I'm just slicing this giant piece of pork belly into halves, and then start by peeling off the skin because some pieces have hair follicles on it, so when you want to eat your pork belly you don't want to eat the hair follicles. But if you're a skin lover, then you might need to pluck those hair pieces off before cooking it. Okay, so once you're done with the skin peeling, now it's time to wash the pork belly lightly with some warm water. And now you're gonna grab your pot. Now we're gonna start by slicing them into smaller pieces. Like so. So here I'm just flipping and finding the right area because I really don't want, because my pot's really small, so I want it to fit all of it in one pot. It might be slippery, so you want to like hold it carefully. So now I'm just placing it in the water to boil it for about 25 minutes or until it's brown, and then slice them to thin pieces or slices. For the shrimps that were set aside, slice each into halves, and then you want to devein each one of them. This would make it easier for them to cook when they're smaller, because when you fry them with the veggies and all the ingredients, you want it to cook thoroughly and fully. You don't want to be eating raw shrimp. So now I assemble all the ingredients together. I have washed the bean sprout and thinly sliced the sweet onions. So now let's move on to the main vegetables. Here I have gai besan, which is the key veggie that has a bitter taste and adds a crunch to the crepes. It's also known as the mustard veggies. You want to slice them into small pieces, leaving with the big leaf to eat. So now next is this is called rau ram or Vietnamese mint. It's a herb that's basically for smell, and it's not really for taste. It's basically just for smell. And so you want to wash all the ingredients, especially the gai bai san that I was telling you beforehand, and put a pinch of salt in it to really get rid of that bitter taste. So now I have in my hands are the rau yep ga. It is a very popular veggie, but it's also for smell because some of them say that it smells like fish, others say that it smells like mint, so it really depends on your nose or how it reacts to this smell. All of these veggies are homegrown and freshly picked, so I'm just gonna wash them with cold water with a pinch of salt to remove any unwanted particles. And then place them aside, sitting in the water, and let all the salt do the magic. So now let's move on to the mixture. Here you want to pour the banh flour mixture that you can buy at any Vietnamese grocery store. And it should come with a little package on the top with known as turmeric powder or bột nghệ. And you should be adding this to the mixture, where this powder would add the golden color to the crepes when you fry it or mix it. So now you have all the dry ingredients together. Just add about 2 to 3 cups of water depending on the instructions of your package, and try to mix it until smooth. Okay, so now for the secret technique of this recipe. If you want the crepes to be crispy, then trust me, add a little bit of beer or the whole can, because once you fry it, it's going to be extra crispy and you can really taste that crunch. But if you're under 21, you should try to substitute it with coconut milk or just water with the same amount. So lightly mix it together, and then add the chopped green onions into it, and then mix it again, and then you should set them aside. And now we're gonna move on into the frying process, which is the last step. So let's start by adding a small amount of cooking oil to the hot pan. Now add the meat ingredients first, because meat cooks slower than veggies. And you want to flip them so they can cook evenly first. And now add the sweet onions to the meat ingredients to make that aroma intense. And then slowly add the flour mixture into the pan where it will fuse with the meat ingredients. You want to toss up the pan and try to move it around so that the liquid from the mixture would get all the sides of the pan evenly. So let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then add your mung beans here, and then add your bean sprout. But here I'm just in a rush, so I'm just gonna demonstrate by adding all of them together. And then close the pan so that the heat will be trapped in there, so it will cook faster. Now turn on your heat to medium and let it cook. And once it's ready, you can uncap the pan, and then look at the edges of where it's brown, and then use the spatula and flip it over like an omelet. This tells that it's done, and now it's ready to be served. You must eat it before, or else it will get soggy. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe for future videos, and also comments below on any question you have. I'll see you in the next video.